Join me in viewing the African American Student Association presentation to Tulsa local high school students at the TCC NAACP College Achievement Summit. Here they are sharing the story of Greenwood's Black Wall Street, and we hope that you do learn and enjoy the information they are sharing.
My name is Mabel. I moved here to Tulsa, Oklahoma from Maudie, Oklahoma in 1913. I got married to my husband, Presley Little, and once we got married, we began to start our own business. And my husband had his own shoe shining business, and I had my own salon, which was called the Little Rose Salon. And, you know, we were successful. And I can remember one night that I was at church, and I was in a women's group, and I heard my husband yelling my name down the street, and he came in the church, and he was telling me that there was a massacre going on in the city. Now, with him saying that, I'm just like, oh my goodness, like what's going on? I stepped out the church door, and I seen people running frantically. So we get home, and we stayed up the whole night. And us being up that whole night, all we could hear was just people, you know, houses, you know, just being vandalized and looters and, you know, everything being burned. So we couldn't stay in our house. We had to leave. So the next day, there was a whole bunch of businesses burned, houses burned. There were 35 blocks burned because of this massacre.
My name is Diamond Dick Roland. I was called Diamond Dick Roland as an alias I built for myself because I love money. First, I want to ask, what do y'all know about me? Have any of y'all heard my name?
Yeah, you're one of them.
Tulsa Race Riot. What do you guys know about my encounter?
The woman accused you of touching.
Did you touch him?
They don't know what happened. All they heard was her yelling, and then you got up to the elevator. They freed you and you escaped again.
You know a lot.
We were not.
I'm here to tell y'all the truth, okay? I did not rape Sarah Page. I did not attempt to rape Sarah Page. I'm gonna tell you what really happened. All right, so after I dropped out of school, I went to Booker T High School, Booker T, Washington. After I dropped out of school, I got a job as a shoe shop in the downtown under a white patron. Okay, they called me Diamond Dick Roland because I love money. I was a hustler. I would work as many different jobs as I could just to get money because, you know, I was ambitious. I believed in the promise of social mobility and being able to better yourself in your position based on your intelligence and how hard you work. So one day at the shoe shine shop, I had to use the restroom. I mean, naturally. But back then, Tulsa was segregated, obviously. Colors couldn't use the same restrooms as whites and vice versa. So I had to go to a nearby building, the Dexter building downtown, and I had to get on the elevator to get up to a color restroom. Now I was in a rush. I really needed to use the restroom, and back then they had elevator operators, and that was what Miss Sarah Page did. She was 17 years old, and she was the one who operated the elevator for me. Because I was rushing, I tripped over the threshold of the elevator, and I was grabbing around trying to get whatever I could for support. And on the way down, I grabbed her arm, and she screamed. Now, she never accused me of rape. It was a nearby white clerk who saw what happened, and he blew it out of proportion. So I didn't know. He screamed. He made a big deal about it that way, but I wasn't sure what it was going to be until I went home, and the next day I was arrested. They took me to the jail.
Talking about Ruth as a young girl, she went to a Catholic school downtown here in Tulsa. And as she was on stage that evening, they had her play. She had her little doll, Rosemary, with her. And you girls had dolls when you were younger? I'm learning, a lot of you all do not play with dolls. Anyway, she was showing her doll off named Rosemary. And as she was getting ready to get into the biggest part about the play, someone rushed on the stage and pulled her off and told her there was a route going on downtown. Well, mom and dad were there also. So they all got together and they started running out of the building. And they had to make quick decisions, and dad not knowing exactly what's the best decision for safety for them. Well, they saw a trolley car. You all familiar with trolley cars? They saw a trolley car, and so they hopped on it. And as they're on the trolley car, they are seeing that the windows are coming out in the trolley car, so the conductor asked them if they would all just lay on the floor, cover their heads so glass would not cut them. They covered their heads, but Ruth discovered there's a lot of glass in her hair. And she began to worry about that. But the most important thing she was worried about, she had on a white dress. And mom and dad told her, don't get that dress dirty because it had to be dry cleaned. And it cost quite a bit to get your clothes clean back then. So she was trying to protect that dress and her doll. Well, some kind of way she landed on the floor and she brushed up against this body, and this man had been shot. Horse had blood all over her dress.
My name is Colbert, Franklin, BC Franklin, Colbert Franklin. I was a lawyer, and I was raised on an Indian territory reservation, Chickasaw. I later moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I fought and overturned an ordinance to help rebuild our community. Does anyone know, can anyone imagine everything that you work for being burned down to the ground? I really want you to sit and think of the struggle that we had to go through and imagine everything being burned down.
My name is Mary Jones Parrish. I was a journalist during the time of the Tulsa race rioting. It was a prosperous time. It was a prosperous time for a lot of black folks. We had businesses, we had lawyers, we had doctors. We had everything that you could imagine and want in a town and a place. More than anything, we had community. And that community was destroyed. Everything that we thought we had, everything that we built up was completely gone. So I made a point of it as a journalist to record all of the events that happened during that time. I am the first-hand account of everything that happened during the Tulsa race riot. And I put it all in this book, the events of the Tulsa disaster.
No, it was more than that. Because there are narratives of the Muskogee mayor calling the Tulsa mayor, asking what was going on because a river that ran through both towns was coming up red with blood in their city. That all happened because of me. Now, I'm not a bad guy. I'm down 256 live with the fact that that happened. Over 300 because of an action that I took. You know, it tore me apart for a while. It tore me apart for the rest of my life, as long as I live. The reason I'm here talking to y'all about it is because y'all are the residents of Tulsa. Even if you're not black. It might have been Black Wall Street, but it was all of our history. What I want y'all to do, I want y'all to take it upon yourselves to be intelligent, be mobile, and be proud of your history. Rebuild what was destroyed because of hatred. That's the only way my spirit will get raised. It's the only way I'll end up being vindicated. I'll put that on y'all. Please. I mean, my name, people don't even know the real story, supposedly, but I mean, what I really want to happen is, I want y'all to clear my name by undoing the damage that happened supposedly in my name. If y'all can do that, I'll be vindicated. I want to thank y'all.
So there was a white couple that was kind to let us stay with them for three years while we, tried to get our living arrangements back up. And within those 3 years, my husband, he worked odd jobs. And I worked around the house, and it was okay. It was gonna be okay. And us as black people, even white people, but we have to be strong. And when we go through something, we have to be strong. We have to know that there's gonna be a greater outcome out of it. Because they didn't give up. We didn't give up. We built our community with our own hands. We did it before, we did it again. and we were good. You know, it was even better than it was the first time. So for you as leaders to know where you came from, where you're going, and who you are, because you're leaders. I care for the children, and children need to know that there are leaders. You guys are leaders. So I need you to know your history, okay? So with that being said, do you guys have any questions? Mabel, Little. Any more questions? Yes. 35 blocks, yes.
We appreciate the rich history that the TCC African American Student Association has shared with us today. If you are a student at TCC, we encourage you to join one of the local African American Student Association groups. If you are a Tulsan or you are visiting Tulsa, we encourage you to visit one of the local organizations that shares the history regularly of the Greenwood area. The John Hope Franklin Center, the Greenwood Cultural Center, the North Tulsa Historic Society, and the Tulsa Historic Society are groups that share these stories quite often, and certainly the Tulsa City County Library has a wealth of resources as well. So we just encourage you to know more about this rich history. If we know more, then we can do better. And we know that knowledge can be turned into power. And we just encourage you to gain that power and you turn it into something that makes us better. And we do remember, it is because of them, those individuals who showed a resilient spirit. It is because of them that we are. It is because of them that we continue. Thank you very much.